Welcome to the following presentation of the World Football League on the Replay Sports Channel. Good afternoon, football fans. It's week 14 of the WFL 2022 season, and we are broadcasting to you the regular season finale show, and I can't find the slide for it. Sorry about that. So I just spent time making it too. So this is Glenn Walker from the Replay Sports Channel studios. We're going to be watching one particular game, London at Las Vegas. A little bit of history in the making here, as Las Vegas, coming in with a record of 12-1, opportunity to become just the fourth team in league history to go through a season with just one loss. And then throughout the game, there are other games going on. There are 7 other games going on simultaneously. We're going to pop in occasionally, see how they're going, and there are playoff scenarios surrounding pretty much most of the games here. But do want to tell you a little bit of news that happened earlier today. Over in Europe, in Berlin earlier today, the Berlin Thunder clinched the Metropolitan Division. It was a close game between Toronto, but the Thunder edged the Hitmen by a score of 37-31. Patrick Mahomes on the day completed 25 of 41 passes for 282 yards and 1 touchdown. Justin Herbert, 27 of 43, 285 yards and 2 touchdowns. Dalvin Cook had a great game in this one. Carried 21 times for 136 yards, 2 touchdowns. Also would catch 6 passes for 60 yards. We'll talk more about the highlights from this game tonight in our Sunday night football showcase, which, if you didn't catch the announcement earlier, will be Chicago at San Antonio. And that's going away for some reason. Let me try to bring these up again. All right, let's go. Let's try to find the playoff. Okay, there we go. Since I made this. Yes, that's where we are. The WFL 2022 regular season finale show. We're going to find out who makes the playoffs. Can Las Vegas finish the season with just one loss? Who's going to end up with the number 1 pick in the 2023 draft? And again, we're going to have a roundup for you here, all the news as they come in. So again, the games that we'll be tracking, and here they are: New York at Philadelphia. Philadelphia on a 6-game losing streak, trying to hold on to that 6th and final wildcard spot in the Eastern Conference. Tampa Bay at Washington. Washington, with a loss today, will clinch the number 1 draft pick. Tampa Bay, with the win, can clinch the Southern Division. Birmingham at Memphis. Memphis already out of the playoffs. Birmingham pretty much locked in where they're at. But we'll still tune into that game, see what's going on there. Orlando at St. Louis. St. Louis has clinched the number 2 seed in the West. Orlando, there is a scenario there. If Tampa Bay loses and Orlando wins, Orlando can take the first place crown in the Southern Division. Detroit at Houston will be another interesting one to watch. Houston's been a hot team lately, and hoping that the hot hand of Joe Burrow can guide the Roughnecks into the playoffs. Chicago, San Antonio, that one will be tonight. That's a win and you're in scenario. Lose and go home. So that one will be on Sunday night. Arizona at Denver, yes. Denver and Arizona have an opportunity to get into the playoffs, but they're going to have to get a lot of help, and we'll go over those as we move along. Mexico City and Los Angeles, that's also another one where some things have to happen for those teams. So those are the scenarios there. And again, tonight's game will be, and I can find it again here. Got too many files here. And again, tonight's game, Chicago at San Antonio, Kyler Murray and the Chicago Fire versus Jared Goff and the San Antonio Commanders. We're going to take you down to the field. We're going to go ahead and kick off here. I won't do the usual play-by-play that I usually do, which is kind of watch, and really want to encourage you to ask questions and comment, talk about the league if you want to, and then we'll do the 10-minute ticker as we move along. So Vegas won the toss. They deferred. Again, the Outlaws going for history here, trying to become just the 4th team to make it through a season with just one loss. Philadelphia did it 18 years ago, and then back in the late 90s, St. Louis was the last team to do it. London coming into today, they have an outside chance of making the playoffs. So here's what London is playing for. London needs to win and hope that Philadelphia loses. So Philadelphia taking on New York as London in their visiting white uniforms take the field. Again, if you're just joining us, the Berlin Thunder won earlier today. They clinched the Metropolitan Division, and they will end up with the best record in the conference, so they will have the number 1 seed. Home field advantage there at Jan Stadium in Berlin. London with the rookie quarterback, Davis Mills. And Gaskin with a long run there. Gets into Vegas territory. Of course, the question that's been asked all week is how much will the Vegas starters play? And the coaching staff's been very, very mum on that. They are going to get a week bye as Davis gets sacked by Myles Garrett. There was a fumble. It appears London has recovered. Bringing up first down. So the change of possession, it looks like that they're going to say they keep it. We'll just kind of run the plays through here. I'll make comments on big plays and stuff. And of course, the main thing we want to focus on is the 10-minute ticker, taking you around the league. Games going on. 7 other games going on right now. And we'll post those scores for you as we move along. Love for you to chat, stop by, subscribe. We're getting ready to go into the playoffs here, if you definitely want to tune in for that. And Mills is sacked again, second time in the drive, forcing London to punt. And Vegas will get first shot at the ball. Vegas wrapped up playoffs many weeks ago, finished the season 8-0 in their division, 8-0 in their conference. Their only loss came against Memphis some time ago. We will see Carr starting the game. How long he'll go, that's yet to be determined. Home field advantage here at Allegiant Stadium in the Western Conference. About a minute and a half away, we'll take you over to the 10-minute ticker here, see if we can get some of our first scores in. Again, doing something a little different here than we normally do. This is our regular season finale. A lot of the games here in progress simultaneously as Goddard makes the first down for Vegas. Carr in his last game against Birmingham threw for 334 yards. He is a leading candidate for Offensive Player of the Year, made the All-Star team in the announcement last week, as did several other Vegas players. I think nine players from Vegas made the All-Star team for the Western Conference. And Alvin Kamara is going to play. All right, they were saying he wasn't going to be able to play because of that stinger, but made it through warm-ups, it looks like. And he's going to get a carry. We don't know how much we're going to see of him today. This is normally how fast I play when I'm not streaming. Just kind of go through the plays here. When I'm streaming, I'm doing the announcing and all the broadcasting stuff. Vegas in their all-black uniforms as they make the first down. Devontae Adams with the catch. London, Goddard's hurt on the play. London in their white away jerseys, silver pants, and silver helmets. Just misses the receiver Myers on that one. Going to bring up 3rd and 5. Just underway here in Las Vegas. No score. Stand by for the update from around the league here in just a few moments. Carr handles the blitz, but he overthrows the receiver. So I'll bring up 4th down. And they're going to attempt a field goal here. Gay on for what would be a 57-yarder here. And that's going to go to the left of the upright. No good. 8:44 to go here. London's going to get possession near midfield real quick. Take you out to the 10-minute ticker. Let's see what's going on around the league. And in Philadelphia, we got a tie game between New York and Philadelphia. New York out of playoff contention. Philadelphia trying to hang on to that number 6 spot. They are in a losing streak. Not too long to go left in the first quarter. No score between the Bandits and the Federals. Memphis out of the playoff race. They lead Birmingham 3-0. Really, Birmingham, looking at all the different scenarios there, they're pretty much locked in where they're at the 5th seed. Denver leads 3-0 against Arizona. Houston with a 3-0 lead over Detroit. No score between the Apollos and the Stars up in St. Louis. And no score between the Aztecs and the Wildcats. So again, we'll kind of go back to that occasionally and bring you updates as we move along in the game. So London gets their 2nd possession. Very good field position here near midfield. And of course, we'll have all the updated playoff information for you at halftime of our Sunday night game tonight between the Chicago Fire and the San Antonio Commanders, as Gaskin picks up 4. Already gained 30 yards so far on 3 carries. So London taking advantage of the missed field goal by Gay and the short field, as we have an injured Vegas player being helped off the field. Now already at the Vegas 30. We're halfway through the first quarter, no score between the Knights and the Outlaws. Davis Mills, rookie quarterback, is expected to back up Carson Wentz this season, but as the London Knights got off to a struggle, head coach Sean Payton made the decision to go with the rookie, and it seems to have paid off here as of late, as they are closing the gap after a rough start and do have a chance to maybe qualify for the playoffs. We'll have to see how things go. There'll be a lot of scoreboard watching around the league today. Final game of the regular season. Third and 1 here. And London will pick up the first down. .41 yards on 5 carries already for Gaskin. And Gaskin's going to take a break here. Davis Mills going to take it himself in for a touchdown. Spikes the ball in the end zone. 8-play drive, taking up 4 minutes, 19 seconds. I'll take a look at that touchdown run again by Davis Mills. And the London Knights have taken the lead here late in the first quarter. And with 4:15 left to go, first quarter, it's London 7, Las Vegas nothing. And we'll head out for our update around the league. And not real good for London right now, as Philadelphia is leading New York by a score of 10-7. If that holds, Philadelphia will make the playoffs, and London will be watching from home. Tampa Bay's finally got on the scoreboard. They're beating Washington 7-0. Just a few seconds left to go here in the first quarter there. Memphis up 10-0 on Birmingham. Again, Memphis already out of it. Denver still with a 3-0 lead over Arizona. Houston now with a 10-0 lead over Detroit. They just finished the first quarter. And they've also finished the first quarter in St. Louis. The Stars lead at 7-0. And no score at the end of one between Mexico City and Los Angeles. Myers makes the catch. Nice play action there by Carr. 21-yard gain brings up first down. And Vegas is on the move. 2 completed passes and they're already in London territory. Oh, nice catch there by Alan Lazard. 30-yard gain. And you got to feel Vegas is going to be the team to beat. You know, just looking at the record and looking at the number of players selected to the All-Star team, this is the team to beat. They've been on a mission because of what happened last season, falling out of the playoffs in the divisional round. Taylor gets the first down. His first carry of the day. First and goal, Outlaws. And Taylor stopped after a 1-yard gain. Taylor backed up for a couple of yards there. London shutting the door on that one. Oh, and that one's tipped at the line. Vegas is going to settle for the field goal here. Gay missed a long-range one earlier. This one's a chip shot from about 21 yards out. And that'll do it for quarter number 1 here in Sin City. Vegas leads it. Or, I'm sorry, Los Angeles leads it. Let me get it right here. London. All my L teams here. London leads it by a score of 7-3 after 1. Let's take you back around the league here, see what's going on our 10-minute ticker. Do I have anything here? Oh, I don't have anything there. All right, we'll come back again. I've only tried it one other time. First time I've used it in a broadcast. So this is a little bit different than my weekly game broadcast. Just trying to do the game as it plays out. You can watch it. And then, of course, a lot of scoreboard watching. If you're just joining us, London coming into the game with a record of 5-8. They're going to try to make that 6th playoff spot, but they need Philadelphia to lose against New York. Last time we checked, Philadelphia was winning 10-7 up in Philly. Vegas already qualified, already has the number 1 seed, but they are looking to make history. Try to finish the season 13-1, to be only the 4th team in WFL history to finish with 1 loss. We've never had a perfect team. Never had a team go undefeated in this league. pass is complete to Cobb. And Davis Mills off to a hot start so far. Scored their touchdown on the drive before. Gives to Carter. First time we've called his name. Again, Christian McCaffrey, normal starter, has been struggling with injuries on and off this year and most of last year. London hopes to have him back in full capacity next season. Mark Ingram, formerly of Denver, gets the carry and picks up the first down. And London inside Vegas territory again on consecutive drives. Oh, miscommunication on the play there. I think it was supposed to be a handoff.
Offense, number 75, 10-yard penalty.
And first time we heard from the referee, Lan Clark, holding on London. That's going to move them back to their side of the 50. Now bring up 3rd and 13. Vegas front four bringing the heat. They've had one of the top defenses for most of the season. And nowhere near a first down. And London's going to be forced to punt. Vegas is going to make a return out of it. Peoples-Jones gets to about the Vegas 19. We'll try the 10-minute ticker again here. There we go. So again, if you're a London Knights fan, bad news. Philadelphia leads by 10 now over New York. Scores 17-7. Tampa Bay shutting out Washington. Federals have been shut out twice already this season. A loss here will guarantee them number 1 pick. A lot of changes coming to Washington next season. Memphis leading 10-3 over Birmingham. Denver has jumped out to a 20-0 lead over Arizona. So we begin kind of start thinking about Denver here. So this is what Denver needs. Denver's going to need Detroit to lose. Currently, Detroit is losing to Houston. They'll have to wait for the Chicago-San Antonio game tonight. They'll need San Antonio to lose, and they're going to need Mexico City to lose versus Los Angeles. And we don't have that Mexico City-Los Angeles score. I'm not seeing that there, so we'll have to find out what's going on there. St. Louis leading 7-0 over Orlando. Orlando trying to hold on to that 4th seed. A loss to St. Louis. And Orlando could drop down to the 5th seed. We'll try to get that LA Mexico City score for you as Vegas comes back out to start their next possession. Another penalty.
False start. Offense, number 85, 5-yard penalty. Repeat first down.
Had a lot of penalties in that early game today between Toronto and Berlin. Adams, free agent acquisition from Orlando during the offseason, been a key weapon for them this season. is going to have to scramble in this one. Close to the first down, stopped by Bosa. But he gets the first down. They say he had the first down. Completion to Myers. And Kamara's going to have to come out of the game. Tried to give it a go, but no dice. Carr on the day so far, 7 of 12 for 109 yards. Davis Mills, 6 of 10 for 42 yards. Try to run for it here. He's stopped. Ooh. Oh, good return there by Rodgers. Stopped at the London 25-yard line. 8:47 to go until halftime. Pringle with a great catch. And yards after the catch there. Gain of 16. Haven't seen Gaskins in a while. Getting some rest on the sideline. And timeout called by Mills, something he didn't like there. So while he confers with head coach Sean Payton, let's check out the scoreboard. And there we go. We got the Mexico City score. I'm sure we had some Denver fans that were wanting to know about that. So right now, Mexico City is winning, so that does not help Denver. Washington finally on the scoreboard there against Tampa Bay. And Detroit, Houston, that's a really close game there. Another pass complete to Pringle, and he's inside Vegas territory, gain of 14. Past the halfway point of the second quarter now. Knights lead at 7-3. Third and short. 4th down. Butker on for what appears to be a 56-yarder. That's good. London jumps out to a 10-3 lead here on the Outlaws. London finished their home stretch 2 weeks ago. They lost last week 31-20 at San Antonio. And they'll finish up here before returning back home and awaiting their fate. 5:11 left to go. Vegas gets the ball. When we get to the 2-minute warning, we'll check the scoreboard again around the league, see what's going on. Love to hear what you guys think of this. Taylor on the screen, 14 yards, picks up the 1st down. Taylor was runner-up for Rookie of the Year last year. He's off to the races again. He's inside the London territory. 40, 30, one man to beat, 20. Adams, 10. Taylor touchdown. 12th touchdown of the season. 58-yard touchdown for Jonathan Taylor. And we're a point after attempt away from the Outlaws tying this game. Taylor gets through the linebackers. They're like a hot knife through butter, and then it's just him and Adams, and it's a foot race. And Taylor wins that foot race into the end zone. So 58-yard touchdown run by Taylor. Point after attempt just inside the upright. I mean, just inside. And we are tied up at 10 with 3:35 to go here before halftime. At halftime, we'll bring you up to date on all the scores throughout the league and then give you a preview of tonight's very important Sunday night game between the Chicago Fire and the San Antonio Commanders. Excuse me. As we are just a few hours away from determining who our 12 playoff teams will be for the WFL 2022 playoffs. Davis Mills and company going back to work now. Good catch there by Diggs. And Diggs reaches the 1,000-yard mark on the season. 72 catches for the year, 8 touchdowns, averaging 14 yards a reception. Completes the screen to Ingram in the backfield. Oh, and he's close to a 1st down. Gonna mark him 1 yard shy. And we're getting close to the 2-minute warning here. Gaskin into the game for the first time. Haven't seen him in a while. I think he's got it. And that'll be the 2-minute warning. 2-minute warning here in Vegas. We're tied up at 10. Let's go ahead and take a look around the league. And London Knight fans have got to be kicking themselves. The Bell lead at 24-7 against New York. Tampa Bay in control up in the nation's capital with a 21-7 lead right before halftime. Memphis, nothing to play for there. Trying to go out with pride in the final game of the season, winning 17-3. Denver winning 20-7. Again, they're going to need some things to help them. The Mexico City game is one that they'll be watching, and right now Mexico City is losing to Los Angeles. So if these hold and the Detroit game holds, they just need San Antonio to lose tonight, and Denver will be in the playoffs. Hard to believe. Houston with a slight edge over Detroit right now, 20-13. St. Louis shutting out Orlando. And we already mentioned the Los Angeles, Mexico City score. 2-minute warning here in Vegas. We're tied up at 10. Then they'll go to that hurry-up offense here. They have 2 timeouts remaining. I'll try to save those. Diggs makes the catch inside Vegas territory. 3rd and short. Pass incomplete. Bring up 4th down, and the Knights will punt. It's going to go out somewhere near the 10-yard line. So 1:13 left. Vegas with all 3 of their timeouts, and they will get the ball to start the 3rd quarter. Looking for Adams is incomplete. Here comes the blitz on 2nd and long. Completes the pass to Adams. This time they have the 1st down. About a minute to go. Carr in the no huddle. Flag on the play. There's an interception, but let's see who the flag is on.
Encroachment, defense, number 94, 5-yard penalty.
So, interception does not count. Clock stops with 39 seconds. 5-yard penalty, and the ball will be placed at the Las Vegas 28. Pass is complete to Myers inside the 40. Quick timeout used here by Vegas. 35 seconds left. Game tied at 10. Pass complete to Adams near midfield. Tackled immediately by Brown. Gotta hurry up to the line. Try to get another play off here. Misses Adams on that one. 15 seconds left. 3rd and 4. Another blitz. Completes the pass to Brown. He's got the first down. "12 seconds left. They're going to use a timeout here. Probably throw long here. Try to catch him with a DPI here. One timeout remaining for Las Vegas. Pressure up the middle. Picked up by the line. Completes the pass to Adams inside the 25. They got to call that timeout quickly. And they do, with just 5 seconds left. Oh, by the way, Adams reaches the 1,000-yard mark for the season on that play. So they do stop the clock with 5 seconds. Okay, on to kick the field goal and for Vegas to go into halftime with the lead over London. And that tracks right down the middle. 35-yard field goal, good by Matt Gay. We have just 1 second left. Time enough for a little squib kick here. And a fumble on the play. Recovered by Garrett for Las Vegas, but there are zeros on the clock, so we go to halftime. Vegas will get the ball to start the third quarter. They lead it 13-10. Quickly take a look at some statistics from this game. As Vegas, the little bit more dominant team on the scoreboard and in the statistics. London does have a better time of possession, though. Both teams struggling on third down. 2 of 6 for London, 2 of 5 for Vegas. Only two penalties, 1 on each team so far. And then we're also going to take you around the league, let you know what's going on. Again, earlier today, if you missed it, Berlin defeated Toronto by a score of 37-31. Berlin clinches the Metropolitan Division title. They are the #1 seed in the Eastern Conference. And let's take a look at that 10-minute ticker and see. Oh, I don't have a report. All right, we'll have to wait till we get back from halftime. Still getting used to how that works. Hey, don't forget to later tonight, or later on Sunday night, we're going to have a win or go home game between Kyle Murray and the Chicago Fire and Jared Goff and the San Antonio Commanders. So that'll be the Sunday night, the regular season finale for Sunday Night Football. And then we head into the playoffs. And hopefully we'll have all the matchups for you We know 3 teams that are officially in. We know Berlin's the number 1 seed in the East, Vegas number 1 in the West, St. Louis number 2 in the West, and just a matter of really 30 minutes here of game time, we'll know pretty much the rest of it. All right, so Vegas is set to receive here as we start the second half. Again, if you're just joining us, doing a little bit different type of broadcast than I normally would. It's the Week 14 season finale. We have 7 other games going on simultaneously. And we'll keep trying to bring you a 10-minute ticker here, and it's not letting me work. Okay, we'll check on it again later. Vegas trying to finish the season 13-1. Trying to make history as being only the 4th team with a 1-loss record, 1-loss season. In London, they need a win here, and they need Philadelphia to lose against New York. Currently, Philadelphia is handling business against New York. Taylor's going to be stopped at the line. Patrick Peterson going out of the game for London. Taylor on the day, 6 carries, 70 yards. Has 1 catch for 14. Kamara tried to give it a go for Vegas and forced to leave the game. Still having problems from the lingering effects from a stinger he got a couple of weeks ago. Gain of 6 there for Taylor. That's going to bring up 3rd down. Blitz picked up by that line. Adams makes the catch. He's got the 1st down. London's going to challenge that. They think he would step out of bounds.
Upon further review, the ball touched the ground before being secured. Incomplete. No timeout will be charged.
So incomplete pass. Good use of the challenge there by Knights head coach Sean Payton. Now bring up 4th and 4. Game plan for Vegas coming in was that they definitely wanted to start their first string players, and then at some point, maybe mid-3rd quarter, they wanted to bring in some of the other players, particularly Jalen Hurts, quarterback, to try to give him some reps. He got a few toward the end of that game last week against Birmingham. So London will get the ball at their own 27. This is their first drive of the second half. And get Gaskin back in the game here. Pantheon Bowl 21 will take place at the Alamo Dome this season, but next season, Pantheon Bowl 22 will take place here at Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. We have a penalty before we get the playoff.
False start. Offense. Number 77, 5-yard penalty. Repeat, 2nd down.
Davis Mills, 12 of 20 for 100 yards passing. Gaskin, 8 carries for 44 yards. Pringle's the leading receiver, 4 catches for 31 yards. pass is incomplete. London will have to settle for the punt. I'm not sure if players for London are aware of the current score in Philadelphia. You kind of think they are. I mean, the age of social media and cell phones and things, you gotta have a feeling that they are. Carr having to change the play of the line of scrimmage. And that one's a little too high for the running back, Taylor. Incomplete pass. That'll bring up third down for Vegas. Oh, Adams and Brown fighting for the ball. Then it pops out incomplete. So we start next week with wild card weekend. We have 6 teams from each conference that qualify. The top 6 teams qualify for the playoffs. So you have your 6 seed playing your 3 seed, 5 playing the 4. And then the winners of those games play the top 2 seeds. 1 and 2 seeds get the week off, and then we see them in the divisional round. And the winner of that game goes to the conference championship. And of course, the winner of that goes to the league championship game, the Pantheon Bowl. Defending champion, Toronto Hitmen. They lost earlier today at Berlin, so they do not get a chance to successfully win back-to-back division titles, but they do get to make the playoffs. They were 11-3 last year. They'll finish the season this year 8-6. I'm sure a little bit of the effects of winning a title and having the proverbial target on your back every week. And by the looks of things, Toronto will either finish up as the 3 seed or the 4 seed. So they will have a home game at BMO Stadium next week. We don't know if it'll be Saturday or Sunday of next week, but we'll find out. Is complete to Diggs. Did he get the first down? Well, they're going to say short of the marker. That'll bring up 4th down and time to punt for London. Nice little return there by Peoples-Jones. Vegas will get the ball at their own 37. We're under the 10-minute mark here of the 3rd quarter. Let's go ahead and check out some scores from around the league. And yes, London fans, I think it's going to be wait until next year for the Knights. The bell taking care of business against New York, 31-14, late in the third quarter. Washington making things interesting against Tampa Bay. They only trail by 7, 21-14. Memphis, that one's pretty much 24-3, unless Birmingham can mount a comeback. Yeah, Birmingham losing that game last week against Vegas, that pretty much did it for them. Denver leads 20-7, late in the third. Houston has jumped out to a 10-point lead over Detroit. Orlando still fighting, still in it. They trail by 7 in a low-scoring game against St. Louis. And Mexico City has jumped out to a 21-10 lead. So I guess the story there, Denver winning, but Mexico City's winning. That doesn't help them. That's the one outlier there that kind of hurts their cause. And also, for those of you curious, the Southern Division, Tampa Bay can lose that game as long as Orlando loses. Tampa Bay would still have the better record. And even if they were to tie, if they were to end up both with similar records, Tampa Bay won both games against Orlando, so they get the head-to-head tiebreaker and would win the division that way, in case you're wondering. So we'll come back to that here a little bit later in the third quarter, as things are kind of starting to gel as far as who's going to make the playoffs and who won't. Vegas in a tough game against London. Not sure if London knows that their chances of making the playoffs are falling and fading. So we have a penalty flag here.
Holding offense, number 65, 10-yard penalty.
Philadelphia would hold on to that 6th seed, and they will either go to Toronto to play the Hitmen, or they will travel to Orlando. And Birmingham will be on the road as well, either go to Toronto or Orlando. It depends on how that shakes out in the East. Close game. Vegas, tough team to score on, also a tough team to stop from scoring. Carr completes the pass there to Adams. Be a yard shy of the first down. They'll be forced to punt. Carr came into the game. He is going to probably be a finalist for the Offensive Player of the Year. That'll be announced during Conference Championship weekend. Probably will win the passing title. He had the best quarterback rating coming into today's game. That punt sails through the end zone for a touchback. So I'm wondering how much longer we will see the Vegas first team here. Good completion there from Mills to Diggs, 22-yard gain. We're halfway through the third quarter now. Vegas leads by 3. you have to think, if you're London, looking ahead to next year, getting Christian McCaffrey back, you've got Stephon Diggs, you've got some good players on defense. Figure a few adjustments here and there, and they might have the opportunity to improve. Just had such a tough start to the season, and it was very hard to recover from. And of course, before the season started, the much heralded exit of longtime starting quarterback Russell Wilson to New York, which precipitated the drafting of Davis Mills and the recruitment of Carson Wentz in free agency, as Pringle makes a great catch there to pick up first down. Mills is forced to run. He'll pick up about a yard. Approaching the 5-minute mark of the third quarter. London on a promising drive here, trailed by 3. Third and short. And incomplete. Pringle couldn't hold on to that one. So I'll bring up fourth down. And field goal attempt by Butker here to try to tie the game late in the third quarter. From about 52 yards out. Nails it. With 3:34 left to go in the third. We are tied 13-all. Let's try to do a quick catch-up here around the league. And that scoreline still holding in Philadelphia, so Philadelphia looks to end a long losing streak. Remember, they started the season 4-0, and then injuries to Garoppolo, to their running backs, Saquon Barkley, and to some receivers made it a struggle, but they were able to hang in there, and some other things to help them, contribute to this. But they are a quarter away from just making the playoffs as a 6th seed. Tampa Bay have been on top. They now lead by 10 over Washington. They're starting the fourth quarter right now. Birmingham trails by 2 touchdowns. Arizona by 20 points. Arizona, coming into last week, they decided to try the rookie Zach Wilson as an antidote to the ineffective Tannehill that did not work. They got shut out at Tampa Bay, and that might have been the end of any playoff hopes they had there. And some in the Arizona media are wondering if that's going to be it for Herm Edwards, the longtime head coach for the Wranglers. Houston leading by 10 over Detroit. Houston with a win at Detroit gives them the number 3 seed. They came into the day with a 3 seed. They'll clinch it. They can have a home game next week in the first round of the playoffs. St. Louis still holding on with a 10-3 lead over Orlando. And Mexico City now has jumped out in front by 18 points over Los Angeles. Mexico City entered the day as the 6th seed, and a win could surely help them qualify for the playoffs. Matthew Stafford has really had the hot hand for the Aztecs here in the last several weeks. got a flag on the play.
Pass interference, defense. Number 15, 10-yard penalty, automatic, first down.
So Carr unloads, completes it to Lazard at the 45. He's to midfield before finally being tackled by Averett. Gain of 24. Carr on the night, 17 of 28, 233 yards. That's right. Yeah, they don't have. Okay, so they're going to use Singletary here. First time we've seen Devin Singletary out there for the Outlaws. They're without Kamara and without Barber at running back. I think getting pretty slim there in the running back department for Vegas heading into the playoffs. So that 1 week bye, coming in at a good time for them. Taylor will pick up the first down. And Carr will be sacked. There's a fumble. But Vegas will hang on to the ball. And if you're a Vegas fan, your heart just jumps up into your throat anytime you see Carr come under attack like that. We do see Jalen Hurts, the backup quarterback, doing a little limbering up over there on the sideline. We might see him in the fourth quarter. Vegas head coach Todd Bowles has told us all week, 13-1 would be amazing. It would be awesome, but the important part is for to have their core players ready for the playoffs. And when you really think about it, other than the 13-1 possibility, there's really nothing in this game for the Outlaws. As we finish quarter number 3, we are tied up at 13. So those are your third quarter statistics. As we move on to the final quarter of the regular season. And Vegas faces a 3rd and 10. Pass is complete to Adams. He's going to be well shy of the first down, though. Adams reaches the 100-yard receiving mark for the day. Crossed over 1,000 for the season a little bit earlier. Gay on to attempt a field goal attempt to regain the lead. 48-yard field goal attempt. Up and good. So as we start the fourth quarter, Vegas retakes the lead by a score of 16-13.
holding. Receiving team, 10-yard penalty.
And fourth penalty on the day for London. Vegas has only been penalized twice. Pringle will pick up the first down. Again, if you're just joining us, London needed a win here today, and they need Philadelphia to lose, but as we saw in our last update, Philadelphia definitely in control of that game against the Generals at Lincoln Field. Do see Jalen Hurts making some warm-up passes there as Myles Garrett records his 12th sack of the season, his second for the day. Now bring up second and long for London. Back at their own 9-yard line now. Looking for the tight end. It's incomplete. Bring up 3rd and 19. Almost picked off by Carter. Mills was hit after the throw, but there's no call for roughing the passer. London will be forced to punt. A little bit of extracurriculars out there as there was a fumble, but Vegas recovers. All right, we have a new quarterback out there, and it is Jalen Hurts. So Derek Carr's day is done. Jalen Hurts in his second season will get to run the offense now for Vegas. Also, Jonathan Taylor out. Who else we got out here? A lot of the starters coming out for Vegas. Played 3 quarters. And this team's playoff ready. As the pass to is complete to Lazard, but London's going to challenge that. They think it may have hit the ground.
Upon further review, the ball touched the ground before being secured. Incomplete. No timeout will be charged.
Got to give the young man an A for effort there. Tried to cover that up. But the eye in the sky don't lie, as they say. Brings up 2nd and 10. Bring up 3rd and 8. Plan was to get Hurts into the game at some point, give him some meaningful playing time. As he completes the pass to Lazard, it's a first down. Only time we saw him last season was in the mop-up time when Vegas lost the divisional playoff game. And we saw a little bit of him last week, and that's been about it. So this will be his time to showcase what he can do, or what Vegas drafted him to do. Singletary gets the handoff. Gains about 4. Completes the pass to Lazard. Him and Lazard on the same page here. And into London territory. Right now, that base package, 1 running back, 1 tight end, 3 wide receivers, and Singletary just runs into a wall there. No gain. 1st and 10. We're under the 10-minute mark now. We'll do a scoreboard check here during the change of possession or stoppage in play. Hurts just primarily running the offense out of the pistol. We'll bring up 3rd and 10. London basically playing for pride now. Surely someone there has to know, as Brown makes the tackle, what the score is in Philadelphia. I'm sure they still want to try to do their best, try to end the season with a win. It's the last thing you put on tape, as they say. You're good as your last game. As Gay comes out to kick another field goal attempt, try to extend the lead for Vegas. This one looks like another 48-yard attempt. Almost a carbon copy of the last kick. And Vegas extends their lead to 19-13. And Philadelphia continues the pounding of New York. They lead 41-14. Tampa Bay increases their lead. They're up 31-21, just over 5 minutes left in the 4th quarter. They're in Washington. Looks like the Federals will have the number 1 draft pick in next year's draft. Memphis defeating Birmingham 31-17. Denver winning 27-7 over Arizona. St. Louis leading by 10 over Orlando. And Mexico City and Los Angeles, that's a close one. Wildcats have clawed back. They only trail by 3. If you'll remember last season, Los Angeles fell out of the playoff contention on the last day. So here they are again on the last day, holding on to the 5 spot in the Western Conference. So we'll also take a quick look at how that game ended up as we move forward. So the way it looks now, Tampa Bay will take the Southern Division. They'll have the number 2 seed. And it looks like Toronto even with this loss, I think with Toronto losing, I think Orlando would still jump up to the 3 because of the better conference record. Orlando has a 6-3 conference record. Toronto 4-5. So we'll have to check how that shakes down. And then of course Mexico City, Los Angeles. That's gonna be crazy. So we do understand that there are some London Knights players down there that they do know the score in Philadelphia, and now it's just trying to finish out the game, try to finish the season on a winning note. Just under 8 minutes left to play here. Outlaws lead it 19-13. Their quest to finish the season 13-1, Less than 8 minutes away. Davis in trouble. He's going to be dropped. Ogunjobi with the sack. And that will be sack number 4 for the Vegas defensive unit. Brings up 3rd down. Pass is complete to Diggs. He's got the first down. London will move the chains and keep things going. Touchdown and a point after will put him ahead. Again, trying to put something on tape here heading into next year. And again, problems in the line as Ogba recorded sack number 5 for the Las Vegas defensive unit. Davis Mills has hung in there, though. He was kind of thrown into a situation he was not expecting. And you definitely got to think he's going to be given consideration going into next year. Gaskin picks up the first down. We're nearing the 5-minute mark. Mills in trouble, forced to scramble. He gets hit at about midfield, gain of 3. Time eating away here. Might be 4 down territory here for the Knights. Carter with a good run there. Gets into Vegas territory. We have about 3.5 minutes to go. Brings up 3rd down. Back to pass. Completes to Schultz, but he's going to be short. In fact, I think he lost a yard. They'll bring up 4th and 4. And it is, they are going to go for it. Sean Payton keeps the offense out there. Playing for pride. London goes for it on 4th down. It's complete to Diggs at the 40. London keeps moving the ball. Trying to end the season on a winning note and deny Vegas victory number 13. Mills gets them to hurry up to the line. Try to get one more play in before the 2-minute warning. And it's incomplete. Clock will stop with 2:13 to go. And stand by. The 2-minute warning will give you a quick update from around the league. We should have some finals in for you. Completes the pass to Cobb. Inside the 30, brought down to 25, and that'll be the last play before the 2-minute warning. So the Knights with a first down at the Vegas 24. They have an opportunity to still win this one and go out with a winning score here to take into the off season. Take a look at that 10-minute ticker as Philadelphia are 24 seconds away from winning against New York. They lead at 44-21. Philadelphia will hang on to that 6th seed and qualify for the playoffs. Tampa Bay, 4 seconds away. They have defeated Washington. Tampa Bay are your 2022 Southern Division champions. Washington will have the number 1 pick in the 2023 draft. Memphis is going to cruise to victory over Birmingham. Birmingham pretty much locked in where they're at heading into next week. Denver is going to win against Arizona, but they need some results to go their way. One of those is Mexico City, Los Angeles. And that game's going to end as a final. Mexico City edges Los Angeles 28-25. So Denver will not qualify for the playoffs. Houston jumps out in front of Detroit, extending their lead 37-13. Possibility that Detroit could. We'll have to see how those results shake out. First. All right, so 2-minute warning over here. London. They are aware of the score. They flashed it up here at the scoreboard in Allegiant Stadium, so they couldn't ignore it. But still trying to go out with a win and try to deny Vegas of the historic 13th win. They have all 3 other timeouts remaining. Pass completes to Pringle, gets to about the 15. Tackled by Joe Hayden. Be short a yard. Mills hurries him up to the line. Completes it to Cobb at the 10. First and goal. Davis Mills, with all that time, throws underneath the Schultz at the 5, and he's into the end zone for the touchdown. And as the Knights celebrate, we'll watch that play again. And Butker on for the all-important point after attempt. These are not automatic. Makes this, they'll have a 1-point lead. And it is true. With 1:12 left to go, the Knights lead at 20-19. The Outlaws, they still have their 3 timeouts remaining and can get in field goal position for Matt Gay to get the game winner. Now, the Knights are celebrating there. I mean, they know that they're not going to make the playoffs, but to finish the season with a win would be tremendous for some of these young players. So an attempt at a return only gets the ball to the Las Vegas 10-yard line. And that's where Jalen Hurts and his offense will get started. Good true test for the young quarterback here. Former University of Alabama star. Throws it short underneath Lazard. He gets to about the 15. No huddle offense. Hurries them up to the line. Hurts with time over the middle for Brown, but it's incomplete. Brings up 3rd and 5. Clock stops with 45 seconds left. They got a long way to go here. Hurts, plenty of time. Throwing for Adams, but it's incomplete. They brought Adams in. 4th and 5. They have to go for it here. The 13-1 season. The dream is on the line here. Pass is complete to Peoples-Jones at the 30. He's got the first down. They need to hurry. Throws underneath to Peoples-Jones. Only gets a couple. They're going to have to call timeout here. 20 seconds left. Two timeouts remaining for Vegas. They've put Adams back into the game. And it's incomplete. 15 seconds left. Another short one to Peoples-Jones. They're going to have to stop the clock with 10 seconds left. And it's 4th down. This will probably be the final play. We'll go 5 wide receivers here. Hurts looking to throw deep. Overthrows Adams. Incomplete. And with 2 seconds left, the Knights will line up in victory formation and come out of Vegas with a win. I think Davis Mills is going to end up with a game ball here. And it's all over here from Las Vegas as London with the upset, 20-19. Vegas will still end up 12-2 on the season. London will not qualify for the playoffs. Let's see who the player of the game was. And it is Davis Mills. That last drive as he led for the touchdown and the win, 26-39, 226 yards. Touchdown pass despite being sacked 5 times. So we'll kind of see how the rest of things shake out during the day. We'll give you the complete update as we get ready to start our last game of the night, Chicago Fire versus the San Antonio Commanders. So I want to thank you for watching our special coverage of the WFL 2022 regular season finale show. This has been a feature presentation of the World Football League on the Replay Sports Channel. This is Glenn Walker again signing off, and we'll see you next time in the playoffs.